So there's a massive change coming to Grow a Garden this week, and I'm honestly really excited to talk about it. But before we dive into it, if this content interests you guys, please hit that sub button. Come on, help me get to 5,000, and let's go. Normally, when we hear update, the first thing that comes to mind is the usual Saturday admin abuse that drops right before the main patch. You know how it goes, the shop gets stacked, people rush in, everyone's scrambling to buy out the rare stuff. That's been the rhythm of the game for months now. But this week is different. The devs are officially rolling out a second admin abuse session, and it's happening on Sundays. Which means we're about to have 2 admin abuses every single week. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, okay, but why does that matter? So let's slow it down and walk through why this is actually such a big deal. If you've been around for a while, you already know what admin abuse is. But for those who are newer, or maybe just never bothered to join one, let me explain. Despite the name sounding kinda negative, admin abuse is actually one of the most fun things in Grow a Garden. It's when one of the devs, most of the time it's DJ Jai or Jendal, but it can be someone else, decides to jump in and completely shake up the game for about an hour. The seed shop suddenly gets restocked with rare seeds you almost never see. We're talking about the Romanesco, Elder Strawberries, all those top tier plants you usually grind forever to find. And it's not just seeds either. The gear shop gets crazy too. You might see the Grandmaster Sprinkler pop up, or even the Level Up Lollipop, like 50 of them, which is one of those items that feels almost mythical because of how rarely it shows up. And here's the catch, these sessions only last about an hour, right before the Saturday update. Once that update goes live, the admin abuse is over, and if you missed it, tough luck, you wait until next week. That's why people always say, never skip admin abuse, because those 60 minutes are often the most rewarding time you'll have all week. So now picture this, instead of just one chance, you're getting 2, every Saturday and every Sunday. That's double the opportunities to stock up, double the chances to grab gears, double the rare seeds, and honestly, double the fun. That's why the community's so hyped about this. And what's cool is the devs didn't just throw this at us without asking, they actually let us vote. Inside the official Grow a Garden Discord, they put up a poll to decide what theme this new weekday or weekend admin abuse should have. There were 4 options: Moonlit Mondays, Frostbite Fridays, Fruity Fridays, and Stormy Sundays. And man, the community had some strong opinions. Moonlit Mondays? Almost nobody wanted that. The Moonlit mutation is, let's be honest, kinda trash. It only gives you a ×2 multiplier. And yeah, it sounds nice if you're brand new, but once you've played a bit, it's one of those bonuses you just don't care about. Frostbite Fridays? Even worse, people hate the frozen mutation. It makes plants look ugly, it doesn't bring anything valuable to the table, and honestly, if that had won, most players would have just ignored it. Fruity Fridays was more interesting. People thought maybe it would mean rare fruits being restocked, but it didn't get enough love either. So the winner by a huge margin was Stormy Sundays, and that's exactly what's rolling out this week. Now, let's talk about why this is exciting. Storms in Grow a Garden already have a lot of variety. We've got rain, thunderstorms, even tornadoes sweeping through sometimes. So the idea of Sundays being dedicated to storm events means you could log in and just see chaos everywhere. Multiple storms back to back, maybe stacked on top of each other. Imagine a thunderstorm striking while seeds are falling, while a tornado is ripping across the map. It could get absolutely wild. And that's not even the end of it. Players have already started throwing out some wild ideas for what they'd like to see. Like, imagine a volcano storm where fire rains from the sky, burning the ground but also unlocking new fiery mutations on your plants. Or a seed rain where rare seeds literally drop from the sky and you have to run around catching them before they vanish. The rarer the seed, the harder it would be to grab. Just picture the whole server chasing after one legendary seed falling slowly from the clouds. Absolute madness. And then there's this other suggestion I saw that honestly sounds pretty amazing. Imagine if instead of just random storms, they actually introduced seasons into Grow a Garden. So like in winter, no rain at all. Instead, constant snow, maybe even a brand new blizzard or avalanche event for frozen mutations. Spring could be super rainy with tropical rain making a comeback. Summer, heat waves happening way more often. And then autumn could introduce something totally fresh, like an autumn leaf storm that transforms crops into the autumn mutation. The cool part is each season would have its own exclusive weather events, meaning every few weeks the whole vibe of the game changes. That would be next level immersion. Now, whether the devs will actually go that far, we don't know yet. They might just recycle existing storms, but the fact that they're open to experimenting with a whole new type of admin abuse is really promising. Because let's be real, if it was just the same Saturday event copied and pasted on Sundays, it wouldn't feel special. What makes this exciting is the potential for them to add brand new weather mechanics, maybe even exclusive seeds or mutations you can only get during these Sunday sessions. And that's where things get really interesting, because admin abuse is already the best time to load up on items. I'll give you an example. I've got over 20 Grandmaster sprinklers sitting in my inventory, and I didn't macro, I didn't AFK farm, none of that. I got all of them just from showing up to admin abuses. That's how rewarding these sessions can be. And now with 2 of them every week, it's going to be so much easier to grind out those rare items without burning yourself out. And look, I get that not everyone can make it on Saturdays. People are busy, time zones are weird, sometimes life just gets in the way. But now you've got a second chance on Sunday. So even if you miss one, there's always another shot right around the corner. That's a huge quality of life improvement for the whole player base. Now, let me throw this back to you guys. What kind of storms would you want to see on Sundays? Do you think they should go crazy with new ideas like volcanoes and seed rain, or keep it simple and stick with thunderstorms and rain showers? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm curious what people actually want from this. And by the way, if this kind of content interests you and you want to stay updated on everything happening in Grow a Garden, make sure you hit that sub button. We're trying to grow this channel and every subscription really helps out a ton. So yeah, big picture here. Weekends in Grow a Garden are about to feel completely different. Saturdays will still have the usual 1-hour chaos before the update, but now Sundays will add their own twist with storms. Twice the loot, twice the rare seeds, twice the gears, and honestly, twice the fun. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely clearing my schedule this weekend to see how this all plays out. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I appreciate you sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.